All right, those watching today, I'm going to be talking to Sissy. Sissy's going to kind of roll us through her experience inside of the Fit Frontliner Elite Partnership Program. That way, you guys can get a little bit of an idea on what it was like, her experience inside of the program, and also what she does for a profession. She has a very, very busy schedule. So, Sissy, go ahead, give everybody a quick rundown on what you do for work, what you do outside of work, so that way you can give everyone a quick breakdown on your life.
Hello, guys. I'm Sissy, and I work at a school, so I'm on my feet all day long. I'm a PE health teacher. I coach as well, so my day starts usually at 5:30 in the morning, and I go till about 9:30 at night. So it's always on the go, and so just trying to give back to some of these kids who don't have that good um, life at home for fitness and the health and nutrient wise. So it's nice to find a program that invests into its people to where we can also provide the same information to younger younger kids, because a lot of these kids have no idea.
Yeah, awesome. I know because you're down in like the Georgia area, right? So for you, it's like
Yep.
really understanding and providing that information for them. So give everybody a quick rundown. Like where were you right before we started to work together? Did you try anything beforehand? What were you kind of struggling with in particular? So it gives everybody a quick idea.
So yes, I had tried quite a few other personal trainers or big conglomerates, like big names that you've seen around. And the one thing that kind of like steered me away after trying them for a little bit was the nutrition aspect. Is they wanted you to eat a certain way. They wanted the workouts were very repetitive. It was like 3 days a week. You're doing the same thing over and over, and you're doing it for like 4 to 5 weeks at a time. So it necessarily just burnt out your body. You did the same thing, so it's like you lost interest. Once you do something for so long, you're like, why am I still doing this? So, and with the nutrition aspect, it felt like it was more designed to get, like, quick results when I didn't really see any results. The way that they, had structured the food-wise for me, and especially for ones who have had surgery and everything else, they still want you to eat a certain way when in all reality, your body can't do it, and you've tried to express it to them, and they're like, "Just try." I'm like, "I can't because it doesn't work." So
I know. It's frustrating, isn't it? Like
yeah.
it is. I mean, there's so many different programs out there. There's so many different coaching trainers and everything in it, and it becomes frustrating because you want to learn how to do things that are essentially going to work for you, but
Mhm.
unfortunately it's built for the masses, right? So they're trying to get
Mhm.
you to do what everyone else is doing inside the program.
Yeah, and it was like, you need to make sure you are eating at the same time every day. You need to
Mhm.
make sure you have at least, an hour and a half to 2 hours at the gym to work out. I don't have I don't have that much time.
Girl, you barely got time to do things on your own. I know. We had to crush things down for you because you are working so long. And that's always a big component of it. We were able to utilize like stuff that you had access to because you basically live at work some days. So
Mhm.
we wanted to use what you had access to at the school, which was really nice too.
Yeah, it makes it nice because it's not the exercises and the weightlifting and everything wasn't just geared for a gym.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I I was able to show you guys pictures of what we had here at the school. You guys were able to help provide my workouts towards those, but you also threw in some ideas or some other equipment that if I was able to get to the gym, hey, use this at the gym. And if I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have it, I you guys told me what I could do instead of doing that certain like a machine, what I could do with the free weights. So
Perfect, perfect. And like what kind of, I mean, obviously you've done programs in the past, so
Mhm.
what made you decide to invest in yourself in this program, right? Because I'm sure like most people that have worked with other coaching programs, it becomes a little you get a little nervous, right? So what kind of made
Mhm.
you decide to jump into this one?
Well, I have been following for you or following your program on like Instagram, and I've seen it like pop up on Facebook and all of this, and it's like you guys understood what people with long professional hours and how much time that they really don't have for themselves. And it's they have a profession, they don't always live at the gym, and you guys are able to help find ways to make it happen for them, which is nice because you're there to actually support. You know that they're working, you know they're on their feet, like they're working 50, 60 hours a week. They're not just the 8 to 5, 8 to 5, 9 to 6, whatever it
Mm-hmm.
is, that they are from like night and day. And the front line is we basically we're giving back. You have your firefighters, police officers, the nurses, doctors, anything that are providing to other people that don't just have an 8 to 5 job.
Mhm. Yeah, and I worked with plenty of teachers too. Like you guys, I mean, someone said that to me the other day. They're like, "Do you guys consider teachers like first responders frontline?" I'm like, "A lot of times, yes, because you guys are now dealing with a different environment, and you guys are dealing with, the way the school system has changed over there. You guys are, in my opinion, becoming first responders because of the amount of just everything that they're putting on your shoulders between dealing with the kids at school, worrying about any threats that are coming in. You guys
Hmm.
have a lot on your shoulders alongside of like having to pay attention to their curriculum, their sports. It's
Hmm.
becoming more and more of a very demanding profession. So, of
Hmm.
course, yeah. Let's see. Is there any transformations that you've seen so far being in the program that you can kind of touch on for everybody?
Yes. So I was at one of my heaviest, and I have lost a few inches, and I had just gotten married over the summer before I had started your program, and my wife basically said, "Babe, stop it. I see you're shrinking."
Yeah.
I'm like, "It's a good thing,
I
believe me."
know. Yeah, it's
So
a
even
plus.
though that I don't see a whole lot of it,
Mhm.
others are like seeing it. So
Yeah,
which is nice.
yeah. I always tell people the same thing. I think you're down like 20-ish pounds now, maybe a little bit more.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's the
people
thing too.
people
Yeah,
like, "Hey, where are
you
you
don't
going?"
Yeah, you don't notice it when you see yourself every day, but I'm like, 20 pounds, it takes off a lot. So you're still headed in the right direction. You're still hitting the goals. And that's another thing
Mhm,
too, is like the 20 pounds is just the first step between like the next 20 and then the
yep.
next 20 and then the next 20 from there. So you've been
Mhm,
losing the weight, you've been pushing yourself. And I always tell us we're always our worst enemy and saying like, "Oh, I don't notice a difference
mhm,
in the inches lost, but we can
mhm,
see it. We can see it.
mhm. And,
Oh.
we're always our own worst critics, so
Mhm. I know. I'm like, "Girl, you're down 20 pounds." Like, that's a good amount. You're still going too.
yeah.
Perfect. And I guess what would you kind of give someone best piece of advice for someone listening? Maybe they've watched a few of these client testimonial interviews
Mhm,
before. Maybe they've been following my page for a while. What
mhm.
would you kind of say to someone that's on the fence about jumping into this program? What would you tell them?
I would basically it is if you if you are wanting to take the leap and invest in yourself, this is going to be the program that will um, lead you and guide you into the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
They break things down for you. They it's not a like define you have to eat this way all the time. You can't do this. There's no this, this, and this. You have to follow it to a T. They show you how to log your meals, how to eat clean, how to take things out slowly. It's not a big jump in, hey, you can only have this amount of calories and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then if certain workouts aren't working for you, they cater and guide you to certain ones that do. And so
Yeah.
it's a program and it's people who actually care about your well-being, not just money, about your
Mm,
well-being and what kind of progress that you make. So I would say if you are wanting to invest in yourself and you're afraid to take that plunge, don't. This program is very worth it.
perfect, perfect. And that is a big thing. I mean, I get it. I hear it all the time. People get nervous, and I understand. It's tough out there. There's more and more. Everyone thinks I'm AI anymore in the DMs, and I start laughing. It's like, no,
Mhm.
no robots here. We just want to make sure we're actually communicating with you guys and
Mhm.
understanding and helping you throughout, not just now, but having access to a lot of the trainings that you'll get access to, for life, even when you're done with this
Mhm.
program. So that way you have a place to refer back to when it's all said and done, and you can continue to learn, even if you're not working directly with me anymore. So that's always a
Mhm.
big part of it. And that's what we want. We want you guys to succeed. I just sat down with another client earlier before I got on with you, Sissy, and I said the same thing. I was like, we're here to help you. We want you guys to succeed. We want you to be, that's our one job is to get you guys
Mhm.
results and to help you in every step of the way. So,
And
yes.
that's the difference between your program and other programs is you have a trainer and you check in and your trainer that you have assigned to us checks in weekly to make sure
Hmm.
everything's going well compared to other programs where they check in maybe once every 3 months or once every month and they're
Hmm.
not like making sure you're hitting your macros. They're not like holding you accountable. Oh, they're not doing this or that. Hey, I seen you
Hmm.
fell off this week. Let's refocus, let's recharge, let's get back on that bandwagon. So,
Hmm.
and that's the
Yeah.
difference is the trainer that you have and yourself, you invest in your clients. You're
Hmm.
there to help support them. You're there to help encourage them. And if they do fall off, hey, shake it off. Let's restart. Let's start fresh.
Yeah.
So,
There's no quitting if you just start every day again. You know what I mean? You can't
mhm,
fail if you just keep going. So that's always a big part of it too, is I get it. You guys have very busy schedules. The people I work with have very busy schedules. So it's more so like knowing that you're not messing up. You just had a little hiccup and just get back on the bandwagon. You'll be fine.
mhm.
Perfect. Well, thank you so
Especially
much.
the holidays.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The holidays are rough for everybody. And that's always the biggest thing for most of you guys is just getting back on track and just really starting getting the consistency again.
Mhm. It was I did the gym. It was remembering to log
Yes.
when the phone's not in sight, you don't even
Hmm.
think about it, you
Yep.
know?
I
And
know.
that's the whole thing. It's not like eating total bad. It was
Yep.
I'm I'm away from work. I'm family time, phone is away. Don't even look at it. So,
Exactly. Yeah. Well, you did awesome this program. You crushed it. You did your workouts, you were consistent, and that's the only thing I can ask from you guys is the consistency. So thanks.
mm,
Thanks for trusting me in the process and my team. So other than that, like if anyone is watching and has any questions, feel free to send me over a DM. That way we can direct you. If you want to sit down and do a consultation with me, we can kind of pinpoint where you're struggling at, and hopefully you can be my next client interview.